Hey, Mr. Finance, help me understand the financial reasons why companies choose to deliver vaccines to other markets and not to the European Union. Well, to understand this, let's take a look at vaccine pricing and delivery and COVID. In December 2020, a Belgian minister revealed the European Union COVID vaccine prices when it was posted to a Twitter account. The list showed that the European Union is paying $14.71 per dose from the XY Corporation. Various online sources indicate that the US is paying $19.50 for the same vaccine. Well, from a company perspective, the price difference is pure profit for the company. To understand this, let's take a look at the difference. We calculate the price difference by simply taking the US price of $19.50 minus $14.71 that the EU is paying, and the difference per dose is $4.79. Let me explain to you why this is profit by walking you through a price calculation per dose. We already know what the price per dose is, so we will work with that and use some best guess numbers on the cost structure. All fictional, of course, but this does not matter for the calculation. As you can see, the manufacturing cost per dose does not change. It remains the same for both cases. You do not have increased manufacturing costs just because you have a higher price. The same applies to shipping, selling, and administrative expenses. You do not have an increase in costs just because you have a higher price. What we do have is a price increase in the sales, and since nothing else changes, a price increase which shows up in the profit. Now let's ignore contract options and follow-up orders and work with the initial order of 200 million doses for 2021. Since both parties ordered 200 million doses, we simply take 200 million multiplied by the price difference of $4.79 and wait for it. That equals a price upside of $958 million for delivering to the US. Show me that again. First, we calculate the price difference by taking $19.50 minus $14.71, which equals $4.79 per dose. Then we take 200 million times $4.79, that equals $958 million. This is a standard price volume calculation, but there is no volume impact. So here you are as the company chief executive officer and asking what to do. The contracts are formulated so that you can deliver to either party, but one of them will pay you $958 million more in sales and profit. It's not rocket science, is it? You see, it comes down to this. Companies exist to generate profit and good returns on investment for the owners, who are generally shareholders unless they are privately held companies. It is a harsh reality in business, but they are not charities. In all my years of providing internal finance training in the company, I always asked who would accept a lower pension from the company and trade for a more charitable attitude from the company to patients. It was a medical company, by the way. Nobody ever said they would. If you can generate almost $1 billion more in profit by fulfilling a higher price contract, you're going to do so. After all, you did not lose the other contract, you only pushed it back. When you consider additional orders from contract options and new orders, $958 million quickly becomes $1.9 billion or more. Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister, made comments in March 2021 about how the UK COVID vaccine program succeeded because of capitalism and greed, for which he was quickly criticized. He is correct. In business, you are always confronted with the fact that if you do not provide a good return on investment for shareholders or owners, they will take their money and look for the next investment. This is the nature of business structures and ownership, and the incentive for businesses to get creative and provide products or solutions in the market, even the healthcare market. Now, before we curse those cold-hearted and greedy owners, let's take a look at who they are. There are, of course, open and closed investment funds who are likely working with other people's money, including yours or mine. There are individuals who can be one powerful shareholder or single family owner, etc., or even employees participating in employee stock purchase plans. There are a number of public and private retirement funds who may be managing their money directly or through investment funds. And yes, there are charities and charitable foundations who buy shares in companies. It's a matter of public record and can easily be checked. Of course, there are other factors involved. Manufacturing is very complex and strictly controlled. Biology also does not always do what you want it to do, even in a manufacturing environment. The supply chain is complex and ingredients and packaging materials are in high demand right now. Product liability is a complex issue, and the US made promises to vaccine makers that the European Union did not, adding to the complexity. And don't forget, the US knows at least since December that they are paying more and likely insisted on priority deliveries or price cuts. The list goes on, as do deliveries to those paying the higher prices. Let's not forget, you asked for financial reasons why companies deliver to other markets first. I just gave you 958 million reasons why. Well, that's it on deliveries and pricing. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more financial tidbits and trainings. And thank you for viewing.